Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Lauren, and today I'm going to be doing a book unboxing. So I have to admit, I kind of have a little bit of a problem. I am a late night book shopper. It's kind of like the equivalent of a late night snacker, although instead of snacks, it's books. Although I do a little of both. Usually it's snacking while book shopping late at night. I can get a little carried away with it, I'll admit. Now, before anyone takes offense at my book buying habits, buying books is really just about the only form of entertainment that I spend money on in my life. To go see a movie, for example, where I live, movie plus like popcorn and a drink, for that cost, I could probably buy several books. So I feel like it is a really good value ultimately. Also, whenever I am finished with a book that I'm not enjoying, that I don't want to keep, it does not go to a landfill. I always make sure that they go to the hands of people who want them. All of that said, it is not uncommon for me to go on a book buying spree and forget what I bought. So I have this box of books that I got, I think, about 2 months ago. I thought it'd be fun to open it with you guys since I have forgotten what's in here. I don't even remember how many books are in this box. Judging by the weight of it, I would say that this box probably has like, I don't know, 5 or 6 books in it. There's one book in here that I think I remember adding, though I don't remember for sure. So I thought that this would just be fun to open it with you and have a surprise together. So hopefully you enjoy this idea. I think this is gonna be pretty fun. So let's just get to it and open up this box. Okay, so got it open finally. In order to kind of maximize the surprise on this, I'm not going to look in it yet. I'm just going to sort of reach in and grab the books that are in here. And first off, actually, I'm gonna reach in here and see how many books are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 6 books, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna reach in here and grab a book and let's see what these are. Oh, okay, No Place to Hide by J.S. Monroe. I don't even remember looking at this book, but that looks like something that would definitely like grab my attention. This is actually a pretty cool cover. It has like little surveillance cameras on the front here, and I like this little purple, pink, orange gradient. The front says you might be paranoid, but that doesn't mean they're not watching you. Let's see what this is about. Here, I'll just hold this up and you can stop the video and read that for yourself. So that sounds really interesting. It sounds like it follows a man who is growing increasingly paranoid for the CCTV cameras. He feels like they're watching him. As his paranoia increases, some friend from his past shows up and wants to enact some pact that they had many years ago. So a thriller, apparently. I don't know if I've ever read a book that like conceptually focuses on CCTV, but I like the idea of it. That sounds really fun to me. So, okay, so that's the first book in the box. All right, let's reach in and grab another. Okay, oh, that's kind of a thick one. Oh, backwards. Oh, hey, Gleanings. This is from the Arc of the Scythe. These, I think, are short stories. I really liked the first couple books in the Arc of a Scythe series. I wasn't a big fan of the last book. I mean, as you can see, I only kept the first 2, which I really enjoyed. But I love the idea of the series, so that makes sense that I saw this and snapped it right up. If you aren't familiar with the series, it is set in a futuristic world where death has basically been conquered. The main issue in this world at this point, because of this, is overpopulation, and so there are characters that are scythes, and it is their job to basically kill people. It's a little bit more complex and there's some nuance to it, but that's the overall idea. The series was a lot of fun, so I am excited to read some short stories set in the same world. All right, let's see what's next. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay, the next book in the, what is this called? What is the series called? Shades of Magic series. That's actually really funny. This is the one I thought that this might be in the box. I thought I might have gotten this, so my assumption is correct on this. I didn't realize how thick this book is. That is a very fat second installment. I liked the first book. I liked it pretty well. I wasn't really looking to get the next book in the series, but whenever you see this on Book Outlet, a nice hardback edition for like $5, are you gonna say no? I'm not gonna say no. You might say no, but I won't say no. So if you aren't familiar with this series, it's kind of like an urban fantasy series where there are multiple Londons, and there's like Red London, Black London, Gray London, and White London, I think. Certain people can travel between the different Londons. Each London has sort of its own flavor. I guess they have their own issues. Gosh, can I even remember what the actual story is about? Yeah, I honestly can't even remember. It was so long ago since I read the first one. I can't remember what the storyline was, but the world that these are set in is really, really cool. It's a really cool idea, and it was a lot of fun to like get into and learn about. So whenever I do get around to reading this, I'm probably going to have to read the first book again before I start this. It was fun the first time around, so I'm happy to do it again. Although I wasn't planning to continue on this series, I'm actually really glad that I picked this up. That's a good purchase. All right, let's see what we have next. Lark Ascending by Silas House. Okay, I remember this cover, and I think that this is like maybe a dystopian novel. I'll let you look at the synopsis if you want to pause and read that. It sounds like it's a little bit apocalyptic. There are fires raging in the main character and his family and their country, and so they're trying to escape from that and find a safe haven, which sounds like a really interesting premise, like this sort of journey type of trope. It also says that there's basically a dog in this, an animal companion, one of the last remaining dogs. I am a big animal person. I am a huge fan of a good animal companion, so that makes me extremely excited to get to this. This also has a really interesting blurb on the front by someone named Margaret Rankle, who I don't know who that is, but it says, "This beautiful book is shot through with such tenderness and humanity, such love and courage and beauty and hope that it feels almost like a prayer." So that is a lovely thing to say about this book. Hopefully the book is lovely. I'm actually really drawn to that description, so I feel like this is actually going to be a really good read. Could be wrong. We'll see whenever I get to it, but this seems really promising to me. All right, let's see what's next. I think I've got 2 books left in here. This is another fat one, and it's a paperback. Oh, nice. Okay. The Lost Metal. This is the next book in the Mistborn series. I think this is the 4th book in the series. Haha, good try, Lauren. Editing Lauren here. That is not the next book in the series. That is the 7th book in the series. I'm planning to continue on in the series, so I will eventually get to it, but I was very, very wrong about the order that I thought this book was in the Mistborn series. So whoops. The series is broken into, I think, 3 different subsections. The first one had 3 books in it, and the second one I think has 4 in it, and then there's going to be a 3rd one and maybe a 4th one, I can't remember. This section of the series is I think it's kind of like Flintlock fantasy, if I'm not mistaken, and more kind of an urban fantasy, which honestly I prefer over high fantasy. I do love high fantasy, but I'm a really, really, really big fan of urban fantasy. So I feel like this section in the series is going to be a lot of fun for me. Yay, I'm so excited that I picked this up. This is awesome. All right, let's get on to the next and final book in the box. Hopefully it's something awesome. Hopefully we'll end on a bang. Another paperback here. Ooh, The Unquiet. I do not remember this at all, but look at that cover. The Unquiet by Michaela Everett. This cover, I can't even with that. I love this cover. It looks like it's a girl with like trees and a house and her like a dark silhouette of her profile here. Just looking at the cover, I'm gonna take a guess that this is a young adult, like maybe a literary horror novel. Let's see, let's look at the back and see. Oh my gosh, okay. That sounds absolutely amazing. In this novel, there are 2 Earths, and there is a duplicate of every single person on each Earth. And this book follows a character who has been training to go to the other Earth to take the place of her duplicate of her life. And it sounds like they're planning some sort of uprising or something. So this is a sci-fi novel. I would not have guessed it from the cover, but that sounds 100% like my kind of story. Wow, I'm super thrilled about this. I'm still assuming that this is young adult. It looks like the type in here is like spaced pretty far apart. And though it has over 400 pages, I bet that this is going to be a really fast read for me. Yay, this is awesome. That's really awesome. I'm so excited about this. All right, so I think that's going to be it. Here are all of my surprise unboxing books. I would be very curious to know if you have read any of these and what you thought about them. Also, I would really be curious to know if you haven't read any of these and you were just going to pick one based on the descriptions I gave in the covers, which book in this stack would you pick to read? Thank you so much for joining me today while I did this unboxing. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will like it and possibly subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.